Disney World that's over in Toontown. Here it's right there. So the caboose is on. They got people riding in it. You don't see that too often. People got to ride in the Lily Bell yesterday. I understand. Anybody know the history of the Lily Bell? His wife was right. It's one of the original cars. When you've seen the yellow cars, that's one of those cars restored. Until, well, I can't say real recently. When I left, the rest of those yellow cars were sitting in the back of the roundhouse, which most people know is not round. It's just, you know, straight runs. But they were all kind of turned sideways in the back in a little separate room that I happened to find one night screwing around back there. The old red monorail was still sitting in the back on blocks. I was climbing up there checking it out and found this door, turned it open. Here's all these old yellow cars from the original park. And now there's a fifth engine, not a train. If you know trains, and I'm not going to try to, because I get it mixed up sometimes, it's only a train, but it's all hooked together. It's just the engine and the cars and all that.
You're like a queue line.
Thank you, Paul. Just like Epcot Center.
Absolutely.
There is a fifth car now, which has been named the Ward Kimball. Okay. And, you know, I actually have not seen it out on the track.
It was here yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've been trying to trace down some rumors, but what I heard originally was they bought a new engine for Disney World. Well, you'd think they'd check out what gauge the track was and what gauge the engine was. It didn't work, and a lot of finagling. Some guy got the yellow car. We got an engine that needed to be severely restored, or you know. But here's hey. So anyways, we have a new one called the Ward Kimball. If you know, Ward Kimball was a huge train enthusiast. Walt Disney took his first vacation with Ward Kimball on a train. If you have any time out here and live locally, there's a place called the Paris, not Paris, or Paris, France, but Paris, California. There's a train museum, and there's a big barn with Ward Kimball stuff in it. He had a full-size engine and train in his backyard. So I guess the animators did okay back in those days, or land was dirt cheap. I'm not sure which. So you can go see it. It's worth seeing. The rest of the place is kind of a junk pile. I've been going there since I was a kid. My dad took me out there before he died, and he says, I used to ride that red car. And he, for a nickel, could ride it from one end to the other before they got rid of the red car lines. There's a lot of historic pieces of train work out there. So it's about an hour, 15 hour and a half drive from here in decent traffic. So it's worth seeing. And I think it might be free of entry. I haven't been out there in a while. You know how much?
A few bucks.
Few bucks. Easy. Okay, so we'll see the mint julep bars. We continue. Has everybody ever used the mint julep bars? All right. They still serve fritters there too? Yeah, apple fritters. Okay, got it. Fun, okay. Okay, on that way.
The fun of thing to go sit on the brakes over there and everybody that walks by. Where'd you get that?
Hey, did you get one of my little cards? Nope.
Yeah, we've been around, done a number of things, and it's a little bit of a setback for the band, to be honest with you, not being directly connected.
Last night. No, we didn't register for dinner.
It's going good?
Oh, yeah.
As more and more people left, it got colder and colder and colder.
Yeah, it was a little on the chilly.
At the end, we're all, this is nice.
Well, I think, yeah.
I'm happy.
We went in, I think, February. So
I'm not a big cat person, but that's nice.
We know where it's from, right? Yeah. From the front, the sign in the front.
Yeah, that's one of the scenes of artwork that never got into.
Yeah.
Everybody here? Okay, we're right next to, of course, the Haunted Mansion. Built, I believe, in 1963, this part, but not completed until 69, I believe, when it opened. Patrick is not here. He's like our local mansion historian. It's more about the area than the actual facts, especially on this. But I found a picture. In fact, I've got an old guidebook. It's a 1966 guidebook, I think. They're showing you the new Tomorrowland. Because 63 was a big year. They got the first animatronic, the Tiki Room. They're working on New Orleans Square. It's a huge year for expansion. This gets built just this side, and I found an aerial picture where you just see this building. And for people who've worked here, it makes more sense than people who didn't. No show building. So you got this shell and no show building. It's kind of odd and eerie. You're thinking, how could they get this far and not know what they're doing? There's all kinds of rumors. It was too scary. It's not scary enough. We want to make it humorous. Can't decide on the storyline. And if you see some of the pictures of the early artist conceptions, it's a little different in the hallway than it ended up being. So I've been up in the balcony. It's kind of cool. We actually climbed up one night. There's a door back here. Brad's not here. He got in trouble for going back and taking video behind it. But there's a little break room. You can get into this break room and kind of squeeze around the wall. Because right on the other side of that wall is your elevator. And then there's ladders that go to the top. We open the top. The guy's up there hanging. We're taking Polaroids and trying to get in it as much as possible. But it's weird. You look down through the scrim. You can't see up through, but you can see down into there's some, custodians or something down there. They had no idea we were up there looking down. So it's kind of cool. Little tidbits about the mansion, just next time you're riding, if you think about it. When you're in the ballroom, you see those stairs. There's a little door or curtain. Thank you. They had a library in there for a while. That's not there now.
I hired a band.
Okay, so yeah.
Brought to you by Windows to the Magic.
On the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay, they have a little, I think, weird Christmas tree in there. Has anybody not seen the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay? Out of towners? That's too bad. I'm not a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, but the overlay, I believe, is done very well. I like it. I like all the little freaky carols. I bought the CD. It's pretty cool. But when you're looking at the ballroom and you see those stairs, you can actually walk out on that balcony. On the other side of that is the endless hallway. So at the endless hallway, at the end, you didn't get it. At the end of the endless hallway, at the mirror, you can go and there's a door that takes you out to that balcony. And does anybody know how the effects are done? We all pretty much know, so I'm not spoiling anything for anybody. Old parlor tricks, really. When you're going across and you see it, that room is pretty much duplicated with all the animatronics underneath it. No furniture and all that. And it's just lights reflecting off of them and it's hitting the glass and there you go. It's pretty simple, decent effect. The spider, you all know about the spider in the glass, right? There's a hole, some smart ass with a gun. It's not actually a full hole, it's a deep compression like a BB gun or something. I've been told by the maintenance people they actually have one of these glass.